Hello everyone out there in cyberspace.
Hey there, welcome back to your favorite podcast.
This is episode 6 of the Sexy Time podcast. I am your host, Khaki Sacramento, and with me as always is this crazy guy over here.
Guilty as charged, lock me up, throw away the key, Johnny, Connecticut. How you doing?
You know, I always wondered in that phrase when they say throw away the key, I always thought that was kind of a stupid idea. Maybe a woman would come up with, maybe idea retard come up with. Throw away the key.
Yeah.
You throw away the key to a jail.
You can't get out.
Yeah, but also you just, you call your friend on the phone. Hey, they just threw my key out.
Come pick it up.
Go to the dumpster. Just let me out of here.
Yeah. Guys, number one best place to find food when you're low on cash, jail dumpster.
Now, I'm glad you brought this up. Now, a lot of people go, hey, that's gross. What do you mean you guys are eating out of the trash? Now, that maybe outside a regular restaurant, that might be kind of gross, but a jail throws away some quality food.
It's all, I tell you what, you know what it is a lot of? It's a lot of carbs, but it's also protein.
Now, the amazing thing about the jail dumpster is there is lots of protein. And we're talking protein from meats, we're talking protein from veggies. Now, the number one thing, let's play this game. What is your favorite thing out of a jail dumpster?
I gotta say, probably clothes. They have really nice jumpsuits.
A couple have some stains in them.
But yeah, these cute little jumpsuits that they have in these dumpsters.
Man, they look great. Really pretty fashionable, if you ask me.
Yeah, bright blue, bright orange.
Hey, what are you guys talking about? You guys are going through jail dumpsters, dressing like prisoners. That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, that's not that crazy. Now, my favorite item from a jailhouse dumpster is gonna be the baked potato.
A lot of those.
Now, and the reason being is, any given week you can find up to 600 of these things.
Yeah, because
they just cook too many of them sometimes.
Yeah,
and then you go through the dumpster and there's a whole bag full of about 600 baked potatoes. That's what you can add. That's what's in our fridge right now. Is pretty much just some jail baked potatoes as well as a Nutrisystem.
Yeah,
excuse me.
Yeah, guys, all you have to do for these potatoes, you scrub them a little bit, you throw them back in the oven, you throw some of the protein powder,
baked.
You throw in the patented protein powder from Nutrisystem, and you know what else it goes with? Is the soup.
I was just going to bring up the soup. Now, guys, this is the thing about the Nutrisystem. It's all about versatility. Now you're thinking, like, what the heck? Soup's wet. What do you mean you're going to pour a wet soup on a dry potato? Now, keep in mind, if you've been listening, the soup is a mix. It's actually a powder that you add water to. So if you just get a little bit of that powder, guys,
throw it on top.
Just sprinkle it on that baked potato, and better than any type of seasoning I can think of. And the best part is, one packet of the soup will probably last 4 or 5 baked potatoes, and that's only running you about $20.
Yeah. Now, guys, I should clarify by what Khaki was saying. One packet should last about 4 or 5 potatoes. If you do throw on more than half of this, it will crystallize to the hot potato, and it will become as hard as concrete. And you cannot eat that.
No, that's right, guys. These are potatoes that were cooked in a jail microwave originally. Yeah. So now once you're reheating them, you're adding a lot of other outside elements from the prison. Once you're reheating it, it'll get pretty hard. But I got pretty strong teeth.
That's true. Good
for your teeth.
And you know how you got that strong teeth?
Protein, exactly right. And this is another thing to bring up. The Nutrisystem has just released a beauty care line.
That is true.
Now,
ladies out there.
Ladies, if you're looking now, you might be thinking like, ooh, okay, well, when I think Nutrisystem, I'm thinking protein. I'm thinking health. I'm thinking about, my body's health. And that's important. But you also got to worry about what's on the outside.
If you don't look good, then you're worthless.
Right, yeah. If that's why I'm into vomiting up my meals recently.
Because you're looking lean.
Oh, man, I've lost about probably 30 pounds in the last week because I'll eat the food. I love the food.
Yeah.
But what I'm doing afterwards, Johnny, is I'm just going to the bathroom. I'm throwing that stuff up.
Because your body already got the nutrients.
Right. Because the nutrients from the Nutrisystem, I'm not vomiting those up. Now those go right to my muscles.
They
Now,
go-
protein is absorbed, but I'm saying once the protein's absorbed, everything else, I'm just purging it.
Yeah.
And that's the best thing, guys. I'm picking out on as much Nutrisystem as I want. Those Nutrisystem granola bars, I'm eating about 30 or 40 of those, enjoying the taste, and I'm just vomiting it up.
Yeah, and I tell you what, it tastes pretty similar coming back up as it does going down.
That's right. It's almost like a double treat. Now I've been recommending this to you. I've been curious. Have you tried this yet?
No, I did.
You're already very thin. You might not need to lose much weight.
Yeah, I'm already. So last podcast, I was down to 120,
120 pounds.
Yes.
Down from
400.
true Nutrisystem success.
And now I have hit about 113. And
yeah, you're looking thin.
Yeah, and my I've got a. I was just walking down the street, and a man thought I was like a sick homeless person. I said, no, I'm just really fit on this Nutrisystem. He said, well, I'm a doctor. You should definitely come see me at my office. I said, fuck you, you're a quack, just like all of you.
Nice.
And
yeah,
then
you gotta put him in his place.
Yep. And then I ran away from him and lifted up my folds, glided away from him. So that teaches him. I mean, he can't fly.
That's the best part. If you guys haven't listened to the podcast, is Johnny's got these little skin flaps from losing so much weight that he's sewn to his underarms and between his knees. And you can basically just go ahead and glide anywhere you'd like. So if you're not liking a date, you can just go, excuse me, go head up to the roof, catch a nice drift.
Let me fly away from this bitch.
Catch the jet stream down to our condo.
Yeah. So yeah, it has been nice. However, using the restroom is difficult because I did sew the flaps around my taint area.
That's
so
right.
I need to make a very solid decision if I'm going number 2 or number 1.
Right, because you're gonna need to know fast.
That did take about 2.5 weeks to figure out.
Yeah, you smell a lot like urine and feces, but that's okay. That work, you're not working at the Denny's anymore. Wasting your life making $45K a year.
That's true. I'm living the best life right now.
Best life you could live for yourself.
That's
the
true.
life you're living now. Absolutely.
Yeah. Also, been picking up a lot of chicks that really like the Grateful Dead.
That's cool.
Just based off how it smells.
That's cool. Now, number one thing, guys. Now, this is how I tell you guys out there. This is what we're going to spend the first topic of the podcast talking about is what bands, if a girl likes certain bands, what'd she like in bed?
Ooh.
Oh!
God, I fucking love that dog noise.
That's a good dog noise. So number one, let's start with the Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
Any girl likes the Grateful Dead.
She likes real smelly sex, real hot.
Real hot sex.
Yeah.
You know, she's the type of girl, maybe she'll have sex with someone like a Guatemalan.
Someone like a Portuguese.
Someone that's gonna smell a lot like that salt water and maybe some fish.
Yeah,
Smells a lot like poverty.
Yeah, someone really dirty.
Pretty gross.
Yeah, they like if you're, say, like you're on vacation in Mexico and a room doesn't have AC, they like having sex in that because it smells kind of like poo, even though nobody's actually shat. But that's just the sweat going down ass cracks.
Now, it's funny you mentioned that. The only time in my life I've ever received a what's known as a blumpkin, getting your dick sucked while you're taking a shit, was from a Grateful Dead fan.
Oh, I bet she was in hog heaven.
Well, she was also a Chinese person.
Oh,
so
that makes sense.
That's usually the type of animal that will do that to you.
Yeah.
Okay, so next, what about a girl that likes the Foo Fighters? Johnny?
Foo Fighters, that's you know what? That's gonna be a bitch that likes being rode hard, put away wet.
Oh,
yeah.
Because Foo Fighters is a pretty angry band.
They were.
I've listened to a few of their songs, and boy, just pretty aggressive stuff.
Yeah.
Like songs about like wheels on a car.
Yeah.
Going round and
Those
round.
are pretty tough. Wheels take a lot of pounding.
Reminded me of like it could be an ad for a nice Toyota or a nice Hyundai, a nice Sonata.
Yeah.
I was listening to that in this Sonata the other day. I should mention you might be thinking, hey, we thought you were running on all major highways, but I did break my leg.
That's true.
I had just hit about 90 miles an hour, and I went ahead and just go ahead and broke my fibula. Because what I've been doing,
thing's shattered.
yeah, really, it's been a painful recovery process.
That thing, I saw the X-rays, and that thing broke in about 27
it did.
places.
It really. It's shattered more than the break. So the other day, I'm running about 90 miles an hour down the highway, and this fucking cop pulls me over.
What a dick!
I see his lights. What I've done is I've tied these little mirrors to the side of my head for when I'm on the highway.
But I mean, that's just to make you street legal.
Oh yeah, this is just to basically make sure I can be on the roads out here in Nevada. Now what I've got is I've got these little mirrors on the side of the side of these little glasses I've made, and then I go ahead and just make sure I got a license plate on my chest. Because Nevada is a state where you do need to have a plate, but we can only have it on one side. So I do choose to have it on my chest. And this cop, he pulls me over while I'm running, and he says, "Now, what are you doing? This isn't a vehicle. How are you running? I was going to pull you over speeding. You're going 90 miles an hour. You're going faster than most cars on this highway." I said, "Well, I run where I need to go. I can run faster than most vehicles." And he looks at me and said, "What are you talking about? How are you doing this?" And I said, "Well, have you heard of the Nutrisystem?"
He hasn't heard of it.
He hasn't heard of it. He says, "What is this?" Now, this is a perfect opportunity to go ahead and showcase the Nutrisystem. This is a curious customer. He's literally stopped me out of my daily life and said, "Now, what are you doing to achieve this level of speed?" And I tell him,
this is a selling point.
right, and I'm telling him all I'm doing is I'm just drinking about 30 protein shakes a day.
Protein pancakes,
dipping him in them.
Uh-huh.
And I'm staring at the sun for about 3 hours a day. Just praying to the devil. And I can run about 90 miles an hour right now. And at this point, he's got me in the cuffs. All right, this stupid pig has got me in the cuffs, and I'm struggling a little bit because I'm like, what the heck? I haven't done anything wrong. So what I go ahead and do is I'm ready to book it out of there. I know I can run faster than this.
you can outrun that bitch.
I can outrun him quick. So I go to run, and all of a sudden, as I'm running, I see this hot chick. Out of the corner of my eyes, it's this other cop. She's come over to help deal with this loser
For backup.
And I'm looking at her, and I just went ahead and fell off the highway, fell off the overpass, landed on one leg, and
Just
shattered.
Yeah, I saw the X-ray, and weren't the doctors thinking of just putting just a metal rod?
Oh yeah,
rather than just pulling your bones out?
Exactly. Well, they wanted to put this rod in. They wanted to put this rod in my leg since my bone shattered so bad. So I pray to the devil about it. I ask Satan, and he tells me, "No, you must not. You must not heal yourself with this false technology. Your body is your temple. You must just let it heal naturally." And you will be stronger and faster than ever. And I go, okay, that makes a lot of sense. The devil. It makes a lot of sense.
He works in mysterious ways.
This was probably a gift, me falling off that overpass.
Yeah.
And so I'm walking out of the hospital. Not walking. You had to pick me up. I'm wheeling out of the hospital.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in a wheelchair right now, guys. All right, big deal. Yeah, the chicas aren't coming easy. Well, it's tough to pick up a girl if you're a cripple.
Yeah, no, they pity you too much.
It's too much.
Girls don't want to fuck a puppy.
It's too. Yeah, they don't. That's a perfect thing. You girl thinks dogs should be girls like I fuck a dog. I'm a dog right now.
Yeah.
Hell, one of Satan's hell army hounds.
Yeah, but I mean, girls don't want to fuck a dog unless it's on unless it's ZooTube.
Yeah, correct.
So yeah, so you called me.
I called you and said you got to get me out of this hospital because I don't have insurance. Because they didn't take me to the urgent care. They took me to a fucking hospital because I couldn't walk.
Yeah.
My bone was shattered. And I'm also fucking handcuffed to this stupid little gurney.
Yeah.
Now, you know me. I broke that thing off. No question. I can run 80 miles an hour, 90 miles an hour. I can break a chain. Yeah. So I call you. I say, get me out of here. Pick up the... Because I tried to run. I couldn't do it. My leg had been broken.
Yeah. So I pick you up, and we're driving back to Condo. And
this is crazy. How were you contacted?
Okay. So I'm driving around in Khaki's Sonata, and then all of a sudden the radio starts acting funny. The radio station starts changing.
Everything's changing.
And it just says, hospital, Khaki, need help. And so I flipped a bitch.
And that's the work of the devil right there.
And so I flipped a bitch just knowing that this was the work of Satan, telling me that you were in distress. So I drove up to the hospital.
Real flattered he even contacted you. And we don't know this was the devil for sure at this point in the story, guys. We're thinking like, okay, maybe this is the first warden.
Yeah.
This is the commander. Maybe this is just another Rogar beast.
Yeah, or maybe...
a demon all the same. Yeah. But, not the works of the Most High. Yeah. Satan.
Or maybe this is just you not paying your radio bill, and it actually was changing.
And it was just scrambling around. You know what? I don't even know how to pay the bill for a car's radio. I've never done it.
No, I haven't. I don't think I've done one for about 15 years.
Yeah, so. I think I'm probably pretty late on radio bill, but it was good we didn't pay it this month.
Yeah, it's because it contacted me. I drove over, and then you were there, and you were actually having a seizure when I got there.
Well, this is what the story. Excuse me. This Nutrisystem beer is very strong.
Really makes your hands just feel like they're on fire.
Yeah, they're raising that alcohol content.
Yeah, but the protein level is staying the exact same.
Protein level is the exact same, so I don't care.
Yeah.
It's just gonna come up later.
Yeah, exactly. You're looking so thin.
Not as thin as you. That's what's driving me crazy.
No, but
you're still thinner, and you're getting thin through hailing Satan and selling the Nutrisystem. That's amazing.
But I literally can't get any thinner because I can feel my body aching every morning when I get up. But
you're flying more than ever.
That's true.
That's true.
I don't really drive around. I was only driving around that day because I was really drunk. And
you can't trust yourself to fly if you're drunk.
No,
because I've seen you try to fly drunk. It's like, oh, look out! So it is most responsible to go ahead and get in a car if you're drunk instead of flying.
Yeah. So, anyways, I get to the hospital and you were there, and
I'm off the gurney at this point. So I'm trying to escape, and all of a sudden I just fall over. I start shaking. Johnny says I'm just shaking. And I don't remember just sitting there and shaking. I remember like literally going. I remember seeing a large door of red in front of me, and I go ahead and open that door, and it's a Rogar beast.
Goodness,
it's a Rogar beast right up in my face. True demon of hell.
Yeah, but it's in its natural habitat.
It's in its natural state. I'm like, why was a Rogar beast then in front of me? The Rogar beast just falls to ashes, and out comes the first warden.
Goodness.
Now I don't remember last time you heard this. Last time I saw the first warden, we didn't have a very fun time.
He was visiting you. You weren't visiting him.
Exactly.
There's a big difference.
Exactly.
Guys.
You see, last time I met the first warden, he grabbed me by the throat and said I had crossed him because I wasn't praying the devil enough. But this time, he went and looked at me, and he said, "Now is the time to feast on the flesh of authority."
He wanted you to eat that cop.
No, that's exactly right. I'm looking at him going like, I don't know if I'm crazy here or something, but I think the first warden's asking me to eat that police officer that arrested me. He's asking me to eat the flesh of an authority figure. And so I shake awake. You're in my face.
Yeah, I was pulling you out of the hospital because while you were shaking around, you were actually shooting electricity out of your hands, which had
probably had some type of self-defense thing because my body is taking me to another place. The electricity probably there as a shield.
Probably maybe the Rogar beast actually disintegrated and then went into your soul.
Oh, so you're thinking I not only have the electricity powers of a mere mortal, but that of a Rogar beast.
I believe so because electricity shot out, and then there was a security guard, and it dismembered him. He completely.
Now, did he explode to blood, or did he truly fall to ash?
Well, I'm glad you asked that because upon further examination, he just fell to ash.
Wow! So this truly is a Rogar beast powered electricity. You see, there was no trace of him. He had just fallen to ash.
Yeah.
Like
so it was more of a self-defense. So then, while everyone was staring at that, like, oh my God, I've never seen this happen before. This is truly a horseman of the apocalypse. I pulled your body out of the hospital, put you in the Sonata, and then that's when you came to.
That's when I came to. Yeah, Johnny's there, and
that's when you gave me the news.
We're in the Sonata, and I'm like, whoa, hey, where was I just then? You told me that I was in some type of seizure while you were dragging me out of the hospital, and I say, well, I'm not sure because it was so clear where I had just been. I'd been at the red door of the gates of hell, face to face with the first warden. And this time he's not choking me for not praying my ultimate love to the devil enough. He is telling me to feast on the flesh of authority.
So you
tell you this.
Yeah.
And immediately, you're like, all right, well.
I know where that cop lives because I followed him after.
Because you and his daughter used to date.
That's true. I used to.
So you know where this cop lived.
Yeah, I recognized him as soon as you described him. I was like, "Yep, that's Annie's father." I loved Annie. She was a bright, shining star.
Beautiful as well.
Yeah,
Probably, we're best buds, so, I mean this Niall way too pretty for you.
No, yeah, definitely.
Way too pretty for you. I was always very jealous of that. I was like, wow, she's because I've been with hot chicks too, but, nothing compared to that. Nothing compared to Annie.
No, she looked like if she was like an Emily Blunt, I was like just some kid.
Yeah, I would compare that relationship to you being like the fat kid from Up. Fucking Emily Blunt.
Yeah, it's unnatural.
Because you just kind of be like, what the hell's going on here? When you see a little, the little fat Chinese kid from Up and Emily Blunt, you go, what the, like you and Annie. You're thinking like, okay, well, he must have a good personality. That's what's weird is you don't have that good of a personality.
No, you were totally right. She was, I didn't know if it was through pity or if it was like.
Must have been, but not the type of wheelchair pity I'm getting. Like, it must have been, she was hot. And you're not that interested.
No, I'm really not. I only do about 4 things in my life right now. That's all I have time for.
But once again, they are things of value. What are they?
Nutrisystem. Okay, that comes second to Satanism.
That's right.
Okay,
that's right.
And then after that is selling the Nutrisystem, and then fourth is going to be probably looking up pictures of motorcycles on the computer.
Nice.
Those are my 4. Those are just my 4 things that I do right now.
Nice.
The first 3 take up about 23 hours of my day.
A long time. Absolutely.
Yeah. So anyways, I knew where this piece of shit cop lived because I used to fuck his daughter in their house. So I drove you over there. We waited until it was dark out. And then I fashioned a splint on your leg so then you could half walk.
And we waited outside his house for what, about 6 hours? Until 2 a.m. He gets home and, didn't waste any time.
No, I climbed up on his roof, much as like a spider, like a tarantula. And then I actually flew down with my flaps and knocked him down. And then he didn't have his gun on him.
No, he's home.
Yeah.
And Annie's out of the house. We knew he lived alone. That's another part of the story, guys. And you're like, how the heck? That's so risky, guys. How'd you even know we knew he lived home alone. We probably wouldn't have even drove over there if we didn't think we had a legitimate chance of killing him.
No, yeah. I remember he was married when I was dating Annie, but as I think there's a statistic about 100% of all cops get a divorce.
That's true.
So I knew that he'd be home alone.
And that's coming from someone that wants to be a cop one day, like myself. Now, I know I'm going to be the only cop that doesn't get divorced.
Yeah, and Annie didn't live there anymore because she...
Well, we knew she was gone, and he's by himself.
Well, yeah, gone, rest in peace, because she did die in that drunk driving accident when she was 19.
That was sad.
Yeah.
That was real sad.
That was a bad breakup for me.
But, as you know, though, Annie was really thin, not getting enough protein.
Yeah.
And that's why that semi was truly able to just, separate her spinal cord from her brain, was because it wasn't reinforced with enough protein.
No, guys, bones are strong, but protein is really what mends them together. And really, I think if she had enough protein, she would have survived getting thrown out of her window at 80 miles an hour.
Well, she should have
landing on that.
She definitely should have been wearing. Oh, she was wearing a seatbelt.
She was, but
that's right. That's what. Okay, so guys, you're hearing this first. Seatbelts might not be a good idea.
Yeah, I think some scientists probably say, it's not a good idea, but yeah, all they'll do is they'll break your spinal cord, and as you're going out the window. Pelvis first, you will get splattered.
And once again, we can tell for a fact that Annie was not drinking the Nutrisystem beer.
Because it was not out yet, and she was not of age.
Correct.
Yeah, but she was drinking something because she was drunk.
Yeah. Gorgeous. You still have some photos of her around the house somewhere. You must.
Oh, I will not tell you where those are.
No, you better not. Oh. Yeah, she was pretty.
Those are under lock and key. And, yeah, those are only for special occasions when.
I hope they weren't in that little wood box in the boat when I sold it, because we sold the boat.
The dark wooden box?
Yeah, I didn't know what it was. I didn't open it. I just thought it was part of the... Is that where they were? Oh, I goofed. It sounds like... Well, that's okay. God. Well, how about this? I can fix this problem. Just like we feasted on the flesh of that stupid fucking cop. Mm-hmm. I still have the number of the guy we sold the boat to.
Okay.
Let's just go over there, ask very nicely to get the box back, and if he gives us any problems... Eat his flesh.
Just feast on him.
Just feast.
That sounds good. Because I did.
Because he wouldn't have moved them because they were in obscure. They were underneath the seat. The seat pulls up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was looking for the life jacket I saw. And I was like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and I wrote on there.
Sounds like you forgot where they were there too, because that boat's been gone for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Well, I haven't had a need to look at them, but now that we've been talking about her, I do really need.
Yeah, let's go get those photos tonight, because I'm curious too.
She sent me some just nasty photos.
Yeah, I heard about that. That's amazing.
Yeah, she sent some with some animals that changed my life.
Well, she had a pit bull.
Oh yeah, she did. Yeah. In fact, our fourth date was me just watching her and her pit bull play around.
Now, I don't mean to overstep my bounds here, but Annie, little Annie, Johnny's Annie here, was probably most well known for sucking the dick of Kevin Gates' pit bull.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's how I met her. I saw the video online. She was in Vegas. She was real drunk. And so I was like, hey,
But you can tell something about, the best, if you know a girl can suck a dog's dick well.
She can suck a human.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
So, we saw the video. All right.
Yeah. And then she sucked mine until it looked like a dog's dick. It was red and just had like a big old bulb at the end.
Well, that's amazing.
Yeah. And then I did tell her that I watched that video, and that's when she decided to drink and drive. So guys, listen out there. Unless you're drinking Nutrisystem beer,
now
don't drive.
That's right, guys. And also, if you're going to get on the road with other drunks out there, because it's a good thing he didn't kill anyone else. The person she ran into was a semi-driver. He was fine.
Yeah.
Not scratch there.
In fact, I think he got like a new truck because she was responsible.
And also it probably didn't hurt that guy was probably on the Nutrisystem. Number one, get strong bones, guys. A lot of people are full of shit. They say it's milk. Now, if you've been listening to the podcast, you know that milk is gluttony, because to use anything from an animal that isn't for a demon sacrifice is just sin punishable by the death in the lake of fire.
And guys, that's not what you want.
You want to get those sins burned off in the lake of fire, but you want to die there.
Exactly.
You
want to bask in the lake. You do not want to die there.
So let me ask you this. Now, you do a pretty hard job at preaching Satan's word. Now, what do you think is harder, going door to door selling Satan's word, or because I've been wondering about this a lot. It's very fresh in my life, but it was I don't know how I feel about it. What did you think about feasting on a human?
It was definitely easier than going door to door. Less rejection.
Yeah.
I was only getting rejected by one person.
Right.
Let alone hundreds.
Right.
The only hard thing was being able to digest part of the flesh, because I didn't know if
real slippery, real slimy guys.
Well, and it's also you were the one talking to him, so I assumed flesh was just the skin and the good protein-rich meat off somebody, but you started eating the actual intestines and liver, and then I was very confused because.
Well, this is why, because you know me, I'm a bit of a protein nut.
Yeah.
Now, where does all protein of the body digest through?
The intestines.
The intestines. So I'm looking at these intestines, and this cop was in pretty good shape. For a cop, a lot of muscle, and I was going like, you know what, I could probably really strengthen myself up by eating some of this guy's innards. Like really consuming the parts of his body that deal with the most protein. So I just, you went for the skin, I went straight for those intestines. Yeah. And I gotta tell you, I didn't vomit it up afterwards. I felt full, I felt satisfied. And I tell you what, most importantly, I felt like I ate a good meal. So no need to vomit, no need for gluttony, and I feel better than ever. And what all we ate was all just muscle. All fats from the human body. Like, we didn't eat anything that wasn't organic. You know what I mean?
That's true. It was all.
Couldn't find meat more organic than a cop who's being eaten alive.
That's true. However, once I saw you eating his innards and we had him pinned down, I figured, you know what? We must ingest on the insides too. So I actually grabbed a giant rock, cracked his head open, started eating his brains, and you were like, "No, Johnny. We need protein. That's gonna be 90% fat."
Well, also my biggest concern here was if you start eating his brain, he would no longer be alive.
That's true.
And that was my main thing. Is like, I'm not having my first meal of the flesh going wrong with the devil.
Yeah.
So I'm making sure, because you know the rule of the Black Book. If you are eating a human, eating the human flesh for a sacrifice, to who? Oh, I don't know. You might have heard of him, the first warden. Yeah. I'm not going to mess around even.
No.
He's going to be dead because he must be conscious.
There's no leeway with rules.
That's right, guys. Because rule number 1: if you're eating the flesh of a human sacrifice, he's got to be alive, guys.
So I only got 2 bites into his brain until you stopped me.
Yeah, no, he was fine. He was just kind of going, sputtering around.
Still
very much alive.
Yeah, very much alive.
Very much alive. He was still yelling. Yeah, still speaking English. For sure.
I just stuck with the arms and a couple fingers.
How'd you like it? I didn't get any. I tell you what, you ate all those fingers and arms.
I did. I was very full. I did vomit later. I do.
A little bit tough on the inside, you think?
Yeah, the bones, especially those hurt coming. It was like eating thicker chicken.
Now that's why I brought this up, because that was the hardest part for me to eat. Was the bones as well.
I think it might be better to make them into like a broth or a stew.
See, you're going to think I'm nuts here, but the biggest thing in the protein world right now is something called bone broth. Now, what bone broth is, there's stuff called bone broth protein powder.
Okay.
Right? Nutrisystem doesn't even know about this stuff yet. This is more in like the CrossFit community, like guys like Chris Jericho from Fozzy are using this.
He's probably in the best shape of his life, and he's like 60.
Oh yeah, and Chris Jericho is a guy whose color tattoos still look good into his 60s. So true model health, but these are the type of guys who's drinking bone broths.
And this is a secret coming from Winnipeg.
Right, and that's the thing, guys. It's like, this is what I was thinking, Johnny. It's like, if we're I got no problem eating the whole body, but those leftover bones,
they're tough.
They were tough. Now what we should do is just grind these down, stick them into a protein powder.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. Add a little flavor to it.
Because dogs are always chewing on bones because they're full of protein. But you know me, I always listen to dogs eating bones going, I don't think I could do that. But yeah, I could definitely do it if it was in a nice protein shake.
Yeah, just got to grind it down.
Just grind these bones down. Because that skull was tough.
Yeah, the teeth as well.
Yeah, eating the jaw was the worst part. Because we split it in half. We just broke the jaw, made a satanic wish, and then just broke his jaw open. Yeah. And whoever gets the bigger side gets to come true. Number 1 prize, Johnny. Yeah. Won that for now.
Yep.
And you know.
But no, maybe even if you get to harness your electrical powers, that might even break down the molecular structure.
Turn them to dust!
Yep.
Just like I did that man. And we got a business, guys.
See, and then you can turn that into a mix.
So what you're saying is we eat the flesh off the body, but when we got nothing but bones, just turn them into dust.
Yeah, I say we get a giant cauldron. You eat the flesh off, put the bones in there.
Put the bones in the cauldron.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I think when you are feeling most powerful after around 6 in the morning, after you've been staring at the sun, we pull out the cauldron. You send all of your electricity at the bones. Turns into dust.
Turn them into dust.
You can take a little break.
Okay.
You will be using a lot of electrical power.
So I'll need to replenish some of that protein from the bones.
Yep.
So just put in a nice shake.
So then I can take that and I can mill up the rest of it.
You know what we can do with all this these human bone, the dust of human bones in this big cauldron, is we're going to accumulate quite a lot of this over the way. Because I tell you what, even though we've only eaten one human soul so far here on Earth,
it's not going to be my last.
Yeah, that's what I was asking you is that's kind of the only thing I think I'd like to eat from now on.
Really?
Yeah, I tell you what, this time I'll save some of those intestines for you.
Wow. Hey guys, be careful. Khaki's turned into a bear that got a taste of human blood.
Yeah, I'm gonna come to eat you. Now here's the thing, it's not all I'm gonna eat. I will never cut those protein shakes out of my life.
Yeah.
The Nutrisystem protein shakes, and even the pancakes, guys, if you're new to the podcast, you just mix up that protein powder, make a shake, pour it in a pan with a little bit of olive oil, and just cook these into their little discs.
Make sure your stovetop is on 9.
That's right. Make sure these things get hot, guys, or they won't stick together. But anyway, that's all I'm eating are these protein shakes and these protein pancakes. But I've been eating a lot of other garbage, like a lot of pizza, and just throwing it up. A lot of fries, a lot of fried foods. And I'm just purging them into the toilet. I think it's because they just didn't truly.
They weren't satisfying.
They weren't satisfying my satanic hunger.
Yeah.
So this isn't going to be the last.
No.
And, save me some of those arms, I'll save you some of the guts, because those guts were the best part.
Yeah.
I think. Guts were better than the brain. The brain was like a nice fat dessert after everything was done.
It was kind of like eating a tapioca pudding.
Now, that's right, guys. Now, if you're new to eating the flesh of a human sacrifice, you gotta eat the brain last. It's the last flesh you eat on the body. And we're talking like after you've chewed all the skin and muscle off the face as well. We're talking a skeleton with the sweet brain inside.
Yeah, and guys, just so you know, you're gonna want to pin that thing down, and by that thing I mean that person, because they are gonna be screaming.
Oh, that's right, guys. He was yelling pretty loud. So the best thing was go ahead and put that pillow over his head, but we just couldn't kill him. So it was tough. So the toughest part was kind of getting enough oxygen to him while he was still alive.
Yeah,
without screaming, wake up the whole neighborhood.
Yeah. So what I did was I actually took a flap because the pillow wasn't working because he was just thrashing around. So I actually took my skin, wrapped it around his face, and then about a minute later he was gone.
Oh wow, that's pretty amazing right there.
So
yeah, those flaps are really coming in handy.
They
I think
are.
we're truly, that's the thing, guys. Is I'm the best version of this is your host, Khaki Sacramento, right now. I'm telling you, I'm the best version of myself right now, and I owe that to the Nutrisystem. And I'm sure Johnny, you can say the same thing. Nutrisystem's changed your life.
yeah,
4 years ago, you were some jerk, assistant managing the Best Buy for $40K a year.
Yeah.
And now look at you. You're gliding place to place, barely need a vehicle, and you're truly relishing in the pleasures of the human flesh.
I am, and you know what? I'm doing it all on my own terms.
On your own terms. No. Let me ask a question. Do you have a boss?
Satan.
That's right.
That's bad, but that is it. All hail Satan.
Now, technically, you're a supplier, but that's that's the beautiful part of Nutrisystem, not technically a boss. Because I technically have a boss, Domino.
Yeah, but we rarely speak to Domino. You just send him checks.
I basically sell Domino checks for inventory, though. He's a very powerful man, though, guys. This is a guy that makes 6 figures off the Nutrisystem.
Yeah.
Well, not 6. He made 90,000 last year.
Yeah.
That's basically 6 figures.
That's top 0.5%.
That's top 0.5 of the Nutrisystem. So, Domino.
He is the man.
Definitely the man. But guess what, guys? He gets paid if we get paid, so keep buying from us. But anyway, so let me ask you this: you seen anybody right now? I mean, we haven't seen each other for about a day. Toros came over and gave us more of those chewy little bananas, and I don't know what's real anymore.
Yeah, actually, after those chewy bananas, I lost track of time and space, and I actually ended up flying with my wings down to Arizona. And I don't remember how I got down there, but there was
Arizona. You're talking in one gust.
Yeah.
You didn't even have to take off from multiple high points.
I don't remember. I saw myself flying in a jungle, and I thought, this is pretty special.
Oh wow!
I know.
What I bet you did? I bet you carried the El Nino jet stream down there, because if you get your flaps under that,
you can go about 1,000 miles.
All right. Well, that saves you on gas, I bet too.
But yeah, so I was flying. Oh, sorry, I got really lightheaded there. I blinked.
Yeah, your guys are getting a lot more deeper shade of brown as well, almost black.
Yeah, that's just from.
I can't tell where your pupils in.
Yeah,
Those are big.
I should really start wearing sunglasses when I'm flying around because I'm staring at the sun, and it's not the morning sun; it's midday. Strong. So, anyways, I was flying down to Arizona, and I woke up. And I was in this trailer, and this Native American girl was laying right next to me. And I went,
wow!
I went, huh?
A lover, perhaps.
Yeah, and so the tip of my penis was stuck to the sheets, so I assumed.
So you've been coming.
Yep. So I assumed that came earlier, and then she turned over and said I did not look anything like I did the night before. And then I opened up my flaps, and then she made vigorous love to me. And that's when she recognized me, but I don't think anything will come.
What do you mean she recognized you?
Well, she recognized me as, she is of the Navajo Nation, so she recognized me as one of the bird gods in the Navajo culture.
Ah.
So she
thought you were a gigantic flying bird.
Yeah.
I see, because you had wings.
Yeah, and I mean, her trailer was just covered in Budweiser, so she was plastered.
So she was drunk and an Indian.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It was weird. So yeah, she didn't recognize me, and then she saw me open up my flaps. She had about 4 more drinks. And then,
Now, was this Nutrisystem beer?
No, this was definitely Budweiser. So as soon as I filled her up with my semen, she did fall asleep, which doesn't happen with Nutrisystem beer.
No, you're ready. You're ready for more.
Yeah. So then I let her sleep with my cum filling her, and I just flew back here. So, And then that's when I walked into the condo, saw you.
Sorry, guys. I'm sure you heard on the podcast. We just got a text, and Johnny, you're not gonna believe who it was.
Who's that?
It was Domino.
Goodness,
what
is
is
he?
text?
Speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil.
Just kidding, guys. He is not the devil.
Domino would not think that was funny either.
Yeah.
But no way, he wants a meeting. So we'll see.
All right. Maybe he's got new inventory.
We still need to sell that last part because we're just consuming. Well, what I'm doing recently is just consuming all my inventory, so I've had a greater speed. But now I'm not really running. I'm in the chair.
Yeah,
but
your leg is broken.
It's broken, but it'll. I trust in Satan. He said he would recover, and I'm still pretty nimble on this thing. It's still pin a man down, eat his flesh, up his face, without him getting up.
But no, you're moving around a little bit. So
it's only been 2 days since it shattered, and I think I can probably take the cast off tomorrow.
Yeah. I think it's probably healed by
It is feeling pretty strong.
But
dealing with that human flesh really invigorated me.
Yeah.
I think the first warden was probably just let me probably pretty sour about me breaking my leg.
Probably he wanted you to heal.
Tell you what, because I kept my word to him and continued to pray to the devil, and he was probably
rewarded you.
He rewarded me for it. So that's great.
So but that's who I'm seeing right now is
the Native American woman,
the Navajo woman.
What's her name?
I think it's Cindy.
It's a beautiful name.
Yeah, but it's with.
Is that a Navajo name?
Pretty sure.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
How's it spelled?
Cindi.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Native Americans, guys, huge history of unique names like Cindy.
Uh-huh.
So let me ask you this, Johnny. Does this woman that you're seeing think you are, since she was so drunk, does she think you are, in fact, the eagle god of her culture? Or
yes.
She just think you're a guy?
No, she does think I am the eagle god.
That's why she calls you Maktuko.
Yes.
That's the eagle god. I see.
Yeah.
I was wondering why she was over the other night. She kept calling you Maktuko, and I was like, his name's Johnny.
Yeah.
But that's the name of the eagle god.
Yeah. So that's the reason.
That doesn't bother you in bed or anything?
No. It's I mean, would it be bothering you if you're fucking a girl and she was calling you a god?
Well, let me tell you this. I wouldn't get too comfortable being called a god just yet, because you might anger someone called the first warden.
Or even Satan. But after
Satan himself, since he is the ultimate god, or lack of god.
Yeah.
But still the ultimate power in the universe. But this is just, I'm not sure. So you be careful.
No, yeah.
You don't want Satan thinking that you are Maktuko.
No, yeah. Before I leave,
But I tell you what, maybe you are.
Maybe. But before I leave, I always tell her Satan is the only true God. However, she is asleep, and then
So you're saying you met her there, but she's living here now. I was going to ask you about that.
No, she's just visiting.
She's visiting. How long is she visiting for?
Oh, I don't know.
She brought a lot of stuff.
She did. She brought a lot of stray dogs.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. There's a lot of animals in here.
But they're real sick. A lot of them laying down. That one hasn't moved for about 2 days, so...
Well, the weird thing to me is I like to howl sometimes in my free time. If I start howling, these dogs... Watch this. Ready? Oh! Okay, that one's looking pretty sick, so I don't think he's going to howl back, because that one does look pretty sick.
That one's not moving. I did put a jar of peanut butter in front of him about 4 days ago, and...
He's breathing a little bit.
Yeah, but none of the peanut butter has been licked.
Well, he hasn't eaten in a few days, and since he's been here, about 2 days.
4, because that one, that's a stray one that I found.
Well, as long as they stay out here with you in the living room, as long as they don't go into my room or my office.
Yeah, no, they won't get into the inventory.
Okay.
But yeah, so we don't have any dog food. So
so you've been feeding them the soups then.
I tried to.
Do they like the protein powder?
They don't like either. They took a smell.
They don't like the chocolate mint or the banana chocolate mint?
Either. Dogs do not.
Really?
I took it out of my own inventory, but dogs do not like protein. What they did like was...
What do they eat?
Well, thankfully, one of the dogs died.
Oh, that's good.
Yes. What I did is I put it up on the kitchen counter, skinned it.
Chop it up, feed it to the other dogs.
Chopped it up. I tried a little bit. It's not for me.
Okay.
I much prefer...
Not as good as a human flesh.
No, I much prefer the pristine
flesh of a human.
It was clean.
Yeah, but those dogs just loved it. It's probably the first thing they've eaten in weeks, so they just ate it up. They stared
That's
at me.
smart. We almost jinxed each other there. That's a smart idea. If one of the dogs dies, you might as well feed it to the other dogs.
Yeah, harness their powers.
That's good.
So yeah, but yeah, maybe this one looks like it's gonna be not gonna make it too long. So these other dogs can feast in the flesh.
Feast on the flesh of this dog.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's beautiful. It's the little circle of life.
Yeah, but I have to say, don't try dog flesh. It is it's rough.
A little tough.
Yeah, does not taste good. It
Now-
tastes like how a wet dog smells.
Well, now let me ask you this. Now, Toros is living here as well.
Yeah.
And his father runs that crematorium. Mm-hmm. And I'm wondering, now this is what I'm wondering, guys. Is the flesh of the dead as good as the flesh of the living?
Because baby, when it decomposes, the fibers weaken.
Well, I don't know if it'll be as fresh, but I'm kind of curious. I tell you what, I definitely kind of want to eat today, but I haven't eaten flesh in about 2 days. I'm starting to get hungry.
Yeah,
And but I'm kind of tired after holding that man down eating. I kind of just want to see what a dead body tastes like.
yeah, fast food.
Fast food, something that's already dead, something I don't have to kill, and we can eat his brains right away.
Yeah, but it might be a little softer.
Well, let's give it a shot.
So yeah, let's break into the crematorium steel body.
Well, yeah. Well, and what we can do as well. I don't know if you're into this, but they got the little. We can cook it for a little bit.
But you're saying eat it pretty much raw.
Yeah, but eat it rare.
Like medium rare.
Eat it rare.
Okay.
Eat it rare. It's still pretty alive, but let's cook the outsides a little bit. That was the toughest part for me was the skin.
Yeah.
The skin was kind of like the skin of a prison baked potato, guys. It was a little bit tough, a little bit kind of like a little
tough
gross
to get through.
But I tell you what, it's just like a prison baked potato. Human flesh is the same way. You get past that skin, everything else in the middle is delicious,
fine.
untouched.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should give it a shot.
Tell you what we should bring too is I was craving some potatoes when we were eating that guy. Let's stop by the prison on the way to the crematorium, pick up a couple hundred baked potatoes.
That sounds good. We are getting low. The potatoes in the fridge have actually started sprouting.
Have you tried feeding those to the dogs?
No.
Okay, well, we could definitely feed a lot of these dogs those prison baked potatoes.
There you go. Just cut off those little tumors.
Tell you what, because I definitely mind the Indian woman here more than I do the dogs.
She makes much less noise.
Yeah, it's...
And she doesn't drink the Nutrisystem beer because she said it's gross, which must be some Navajo word for she doesn't like it.
I don't know what that means even. Crazy savage language she speaks. But honestly, I think I kind of prefer having all these dogs here instead of her.
Really?
Yeah, well, let me tell you why.
Okay, well, you better tread lightly because that is the love of my life right now.
I don't think she is.
I put my penis inside of her, so right now she is the love of my life.
Okay. Have you done her missionary yet, though?
No, because I really don't like the look of her face.
See, that's something you might think of before you say you love her. Because you want to love her, have kids with her. You don't want ugly kids. And also, she's a drunk. She's got a bad liver. Do you really think if she's pregnant with, your future child, she'll stop drinking?
But what if she gives birth to a baby that already has the flaps of a bird, like me?
So you're saying...
She did say that was a prophecy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you're wrapped in a prophecy now. So maybe you are this guy. That's pretty interesting. Maybe that's why you have met Satan and I still haven't.
Maybe.
But I tell you what, super pleased with that meeting with the First Warden. So I'm at my second interview here with the First Warden. It went great.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that third one. Maybe I have it with the boss.
Yeah, the big guy.
The big guy. Big red guy.
Yeah, he is a lot to handle.
Now, why do you think... Now, you told me this, because, none of us can truly know what the devil looks like until we know someone that has met him. And it was interesting, you told me that he wasn't like a traditional red, but a very deep red, almost like a black goo.
Yeah, it's like... it's kind of like in the movie Psycho, when you see the blood and that. It's kind of like that. It's very creepy. He's almost like a ghost.
But of matter, of some type of red and black matter.
Yes, but say like if for some reason some false god wanted to assault him, they would go right through him.
And the best thing about Satan, guys, is he can take whatever form he desires.
That's true.
You know, you told me the version he spoke to you in was that monster of black and red goo about 16 feet tall. But you know, that's
but who knows what his true form is?
Who knows?
Could be
very interesting form, though. I gotta say.
He did tell me that if I did need to speak with him within the last week, he would be taking the form of an H&R Block representative.
Wow.
So.
Yeah, those guys are terrifying already.
Yeah, as is. And I don't know. And during that time, they changed up their ad on TV to where the block was actually more satanic looking. You
know, I actually got in a little bit of trouble. I had a friend for many years, my childhood friend. We've been friends for about 16 years. I turned 2020, started selling the Nutrisystem. And the first person I recruited was my best friend's newly married wife. And she was an illegal immigrant, unfortunately. And, you know, she couldn't pay for the goods, so we had to deport her. And,
sorry. Rules are rules.
Rules are rules, guys. It doesn't matter if you're my childhood friend of 19 years. If your wife doesn't pay her Nutrisystem bills,
get the fuck out.
She's
of the
gone. Because this is, once again, guys, these are legally binding documents. Make sure you make sure you read them.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna, you know what, the second most serious thing in the world behind a contract with the devil is a contract with the Nutrisystem.
Yeah. And guys, if you can't speak English, there's a tab for Spanish, French, German. All you need to go down to careers. Then you go down to contracts. Then you go to the 14th page.
That's right.
And underneath there, easily readable, at the very bottom, there's going to be HTMLs that go right to the other languages.
Right. There's going to be German there, guys, and there's going to be Spanish. And there's also, what's that other language? Polish. There's also going to be that. Apparently, the Nutrisystem is getting big there. But, you know, very simple to navigate these sites. And, you know, I don't know where that came from. That's unfortunate. Just remind me that was an unfortunate situation.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, let's lighten up the mood. Let's do some sexoscopes.
Okay, so...
It's been too long.
Our friend Jake did these. These are he writes these sexoscopes for us. So I'll go ahead and read this one first. I'm going to do yours. This one's for Pisces.
Okay, let's hear it.
Sweet baby Pisces. All right, it says, like your sign, you're in the waters looking for something new. Ooh, okay. Keep an eye out for a blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman. Now, blonde hair, blue eyes is not what that bitch on the couch looks like.
Okay, you need to watch, because I forgot her name, but she has very straight black hair. I think her eyes are brown, so definitely not the love of my life. But
you caught a little bit of feels for this thing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
How about we get rid of her in the next few days? We keep these dogs.
That's a good thing. I mean, if we keep feeding them, keep breeding them. Can raise.
Well, because what I was thinking recently was the prophecy you said Satan gave you, where you had needed to have 200 children. Now I'm thinking part of these children could be the spawn of these hounds.
That's true,
and that could be part of your children. You know, maybe these dogs grow up into real awesome minions of the Nutrisystem and of the devil. And I tell you what, honestly, I'm pulling in about 600 baked potatoes a week from the prison.
That's enough to feed these dogs.
And if one of them dies, just cut the potatoes in with the meat.
Yeah. It's protein.
Make it as type of a cow or something, like a stew.
Maybe we can teach these dogs a way to communicate with us. The movies do it, so I think we can do it. Well, now, because I don't know if you've been noticing, but I've been experimenting a lot with copper and helium in the kitchen. Yeah, ever since we did recognize that the aliens are coming for it. And they're going to travel on the beam of light made through the copper and helium bond. So I've been trying to bond these two elements in our kitchen recently. And I tell you what, these dogs, when I've been making these compounds of copper and helium, there goes off this type of sound, this type of specific sound wave that and they always look at me whenever it happens. It's very strange. Maybe it's how you can control that. Well, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Is because they can definitely hear the frequency that I'm not hearing. Because I can hear it, but I can't hear how they're hearing it. Like, they all come out and look, even if it's a faint noise. And what we have, about 15 dogs in here? Yeah. 14. 14. Sorry. So, you can imagine my face. About 14 dogs lined up when I'm experimenting with this copper and helium. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Well, maybe just As soon as I find out that she's pregnant with my child, I can go drop her back off in Arizona and then look out for this.
You think you might raise the child? You want to have a child with this woman, huh?
No, I just want. I mean,
You just want her to go away.
Satan wants me to have 1,000 children.
Oh, so this could be one of them. She could have a couple hundred children, or dogs.
Yeah.
Maybe one that's from
Couple humans.
Stinky Indian woman.
Yeah. Native Americans are always known for having way too many children, so maybe she might pop out 2 or 3.
Okay.
And maybe they may come out as winged
That'd be great.
children of Satan.
That'd be great. If she's calling you Maktuko, and she thinks you're of the prophecy, you have some winged children, a couple dog children.
Yeah.
This is looking pretty good.
And I'm pretty sure it's Satan's will that he will strike her down as soon as she gives birth because she is preaching a false god.
And let me tell you this, I'm absolutely amazed with the fact that when I was unconscious, I turned a man to ash using my electricity powers because they're only getting stronger. I may be weak in a chair right now, but it sounds like my electricity powers are just starting to begin.
I think you just need to figure out how to harness it.
Now, what do you think this blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman fits in your plan? That's a very specific horoscope, and as you know, all horoscopes are accurate always.
Yeah, she may just be the next woman I need to impregnate for children of Satan.
Some type of Aryan thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Have children of all races.
Maybe.
Children from the race of dogs, children from the race of Native Americans, of the Aryan race.
Yeah, and then maybe they'll have to fight each other, figure out who is the strongest, and maybe my child.
And then breed the rest of the children with the strongest of the breeds of children you're creating.
And then that's who's
Now,
going to
let me ask you this. What do you think the ideal hybrid would be if you are raising the... I think you always got to go with the dog child. Would you rather have these dog child Native American children or these dog child Aryan children?
I think maybe dog child Korean.
Oh, okay.
Because
explain this.
Koreans are resilient. They are stubborn.
Great at video games.
They are very great at video games, which is the future, guys. Just so you know, we are getting on the phone with Nutrisystem about a VR game.
Virtual reality, guys. It's coming out.
It is the next
Nutrisystem
reality.
in VR.
Yeah, you can pour your own powder.
Hey, don't
you can
be
make
giving
your
away
own
too much
pancakes.
yet.
Yeah, but
living your best, most fit life.
Yeah, but I gotta say, it's them. They make great cars. They make your car. It's great, and they're resilient. Look at the Korean War.
Yeah, they won.
Yep.
Beat the pants off whoever they were fighting. I forgot, but they beat the pants off whoever they were fighting.
The North.
Something.
So, okay, so that was Pisces.
That's Pisces.
Yeah.
That's a good start. That's you, and we're already talking about your children of the master dog, the dog child race.
Yes. So, what do you have for Gemini?
Ooh, Gemini, the twin sisters. Boy, I wish these dogs, when we did that noise, would do that with us. Wouldn't that be cool?
They're just really tired. They just lay down.
Why do you think they're so tired?
I don't know. Probably because their owner doesn't feed them.
A lot of these dogs are very skinny, but great bodies on these dogs.
Yeah, very lean.
Beautiful dogs.
Yeah.
Wait, you know what? And I'm going to go ahead and say it. These dogs are better looking than Kevin Gates' Pitbull.
That's true.
These dogs could land a girl like Annie.
Yeah. These dogs have really clean buttholes.
I've noticed that.
Yeah.
Probably because they're not eating.
Exactly.
Is that what you're thinking? Okay.
Yep.
Probably because they're not eating a lot.
Yeah.
Not a lot to shit out. But when they digest that dog meat, let's go down to the prison tonight and get some of those baked potatoes because these things probably need to eat.
Yeah.
Put like some chili. I got a lot of canned chili from when I used to eat that stuff.
Some Hormel, yeah.
Now I'm just kind of got a brainwave here. Brain blast. Jimmy Neutron. I just came up with a little idea here, Johnny. Now, what do you think of the next time we go out to eat the flesh of somebody? Mm-hmm. We bring these dogs.
I bet they could be. I think we need to get them strengthened up because they are weak. But as soon as they are, I bet they could be.
But if you think they just saw a bunch of writhing blood and guts in front of them that was looking weak, maybe they'd finally feast.
Maybe they would go nuts. You're right.
Maybe because they look like they need to eat. Yeah. What if they just feast on the flesh of a mortal?
Yeah. Or what if we start feeding them fish and they start developing gills, and then we can actually have aqua hounds?
Now you think we could get that from just feeding them fish?
Yeah, maybe taking them swimming once a week.
You know what? We've got those goldfish down at the timeshare office. And we got
grab those.
At least 20 of them. They wouldn't notice a few of them gone.
Yeah.
Like I'm not kidding when I say they can probably take about 4 of those things and no one would notice.
So what if you took some of those goldfish,
okay,
put them inside of the dog's vagina, and then that's a guaranteed way to make them breed.
Also, very strange that all these dogs are women.
Yeah, just like their owner.
I don't know what is. This just might be the crystal meth making me ask you this. But now, what if these dogs are all of her ex-lovers?
Then I better clean my cock.
Oh, well, I'm thinking, no, not like that. I'm thinking, what if she looks for husbands, and after she's done with them, turns them into female dogs?
Oh, so you're saying she's a witch?
I'm saying this could be a witch. And I'm not talking a good witch, like a Courtney Cox, or Jennifer Aniston, or Lisa Kudrow. Not a good witch, like those witches. I'm talking an actual black magic witch who isn't into the type of black magic that we're in, since she is, would technically be accused of harming an animal.
As well as, I don't know what that would be, is changing a person.
And I can almost hear you assholes out there going, like, harming an animal. You just cut up a dog. The dog was dead, guys.
Yeah, I didn't harm it.
It had already died of its own natural accord. Why wouldn't you feed it to the other dogs?
Yeah, I made sure I poked it in the stomach with a knife a couple times. Made no noises.
No noise.
So cut its head off.
I didn't even know he hadn't even know he had done it.
Yeah.
And I was in the next room.
If it would have been howling, I would have been like, whoop, that's still alive.
No, wasn't howling like that cop.
No.
No.
He wished he...
That's okay to do, guys. He's taking lots of innocent life. It's
Yeah.
fine to harvest the organs of someone who worships the false god.
That's true. They need to learn the lesson.
Right.
So should we finish up these sexoscopes?
Yeah, why don't you... this is Gemini. Gemini says, two sisters. Oh, whoa, whoa. In looking for love, you may find yourself on the wrong end of a gun.
Oh.
Ooh.
So
Well, I'm glad I'm not a Gemini.
Me too, because maybe looking for a prostitute and a cop finds you.
Oh.
Or a pimp.
Look out, you Geminis. Be careful out there. Lots of people looking to harm Geminis. How about you read a few of these over here, Johnny?
All right, well, I got Scorpio.
Ooh, Scorpio, guardian of Mars, guys. And also, big guys with the biggest cocks are all Scorpios.
That's true. Scorpio. Scorpios, look out this week. If you're out on the town, you may not leave. Stay inside. Your genitals will appreciate it.
Ooh. So this is some type of you might go out and get AIDS situation.
Yeah.
I knew this girl that worked at a bar, right?
Yeah.
Worked at a bar.
Got AIDS?
Got AIDS.
Just from working at the bar?
From having sex with a guy that also worked at the bar.
You know what? People who work at bars.
And she didn't know. His apparently his penis was covered in the usual yellow goo that you have, but also like a kind of like a furry type of thing, a fungus almost, and that's how you can't be doing that.
Yeah. As soon as I had that, I got it. I scraped it off, cleaned it up.
Yeah, scrape it off.
You got to make it look good, guys.
Yeah.
Scorpios, they're too busy with their giant cocks to think about.
To care about. There's only an inch that has little gross stuff on it, so look out, Scorpio.
Yeah, it's all of it. You don't eat the banana that's rotten.
No, don't eat the peel.
Yeah. So let's see another one. We
do a Leo over there.
Leo, that's you.
Whoa.
All right.
I fucking wish these dogs howled with us when we howl.
They're just they are just so tired.
You know what? I am almost embarrassed that I said we should feast on a dead corpse. Let's bring the dogs out tonight. Find a new victim to harvest.
They'd go crazy for that. They would love that.
I don't know if we can fit all 14 in the Sonata, though.
Oh. I know.
You know what? This is exactly why I got that trailer hitch. This is exactly why. A lot of people laughed at me when they said you could put a trailer hitch on it, but we can go ahead, rent a U-Haul.
That's true.
Just the trailer.
Just a trailer. Put the dogs in it. Cut a couple holes on the sides. Then go up to Reno.
Look for some sinner to harvest his organs.
Yeah, look for some man purchasing prostitutes.
But I tell you what, you and I split a single mortal pretty easily just between the two of us.
Yeah, I was hungry though.
So we're probably gonna need at least a few for all these dogs.
That's true. We should go to some ranch or something.
Oh, okay.
Find a family.
What I'm thinking we could do?
Find a family that is harvesting.
That's right.
The flesh of the animal.
See, I'm thinking going out to some country farm, out maybe in Colorado or something, that kills animals for a living. Which is a sin. That's gluttony.
Yeah.
Consuming an animal for not as demon sacrifice, that's gluttony, guys. Go and killing a little family. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, that is like That is a 10-hour drive, though.
But we
Could
got
go to
the-
Utah.
But we got the trailer.
Yeah.
To go ahead and bring all the meat back with us.
Yeah.
And guess what? The dogs can snack on the bones.
Yeah. All right, that sounds
Bring
good.
the bones back, whatever we got left in the cauldron.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
All right, so Leo. Leo's, hope you got some rubbers ready because you're about to fall in love with someone that is of sin.
Oh. Well, that's a little scary, but that
does that
also
mean?
of sin is good in the devil's eyes.
So that means you might fuck this woman and then eat her.
Oh wow, you're talking about a true pleasure of the flesh.
That is, you could
Eating,
come.
having sex with a woman and then eating her afterwards, like a great queen spider.
Yes. Because what you could do is you could.
But still wear a condom.
Or
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, because if you're gonna be eating her, you don't want to eat your own cum. I mean, you're not gay.
I'm not gay. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Nothing against that. But I'm not gay.
Yeah. But I mean, and also if you did
As soon
eat,
as you get that cum into your stomachs, when you start talking funny, I guess, like start going and
yeah, and that's when you start wearing really brightly colored shirts.
no, that's not for me.
Yeah, button-up shirts.
Sometimes it's for me, but not always for me.
Yeah. So maybe, and also if you ate her ovaries and vagina with your cum in it, it could stay in your stomach, and you could give birth to your own
Give birth
child
to my own child. Yeah, we don't want that unless the
through your urethra.
But unless that child's birth, we breed with one of the dogs.
That could become a super child.
And then make a super child from that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, lots of options here, but that's pretty wild. Okay.
Yeah, all right,
But back to eating this family.
I think so. Just need to get a trailer.
That's it. I got
There's only ranches an hour outside of town.
outside of Vegas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't need to go to Colorado. That's
Okay.
That's
Well, I just think when I think gluttony and meat farming, I'm thinking Colorado.
Oh.
I'm thinking Gunnison, Colorado specifically.
oh, that is very specific. I think mainly of just Wyoming.
Lots of
the
ranches.
whole state.
Yeah, okay. We can. I'm just mainly engaged in a family of glutton.
Oh,
To
is there a
feast
certain
upon.
family in Gunnison, Colorado that you have something against?
There is one, but we can get him later. I don't want to. I don't want to mess anything up for that one. I definitely prefer to get figure out what it's like to eat a whole family.
Yeah.
And definitely we're gonna have to bring the dogs.
Yeah,
We'll probably fit about 6 in the Sonata plus you and I, and then the other 8 in the back.
Yeah, and the
And you're right. They can't. I don't think these dogs have the strength to
Yeah.
do more than an hour drive.
yeah. So yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah, thanks for checking us out. The #1 sex podcast.
Number 1038.
Yeah, I mean number one in your hearts.
Once again, top 1/10 of 1%.
Yeah,
out
of
of
the world.
out of the 8 billion people who live here on this little marble called planet Earth.
Yeah, that will soon burn.
That will soon. Yeah, no.
to the hands of Satan,
That's right. After
the one true God.
Right, guys. And once again, any questions about the Nutrisystem, go ahead and contact us. Go to Nutrisystem.biz. All right. Okay. All right. Lots of other good information on that website, guys. But thanks again for listening.
Thanks again for joining us. Hopefully, we'll see you for episode number 7.
Episode lucky number 7. Right, live in Vegas. Oh.
3 of them equals Jack.
Tell you what, how about we record it in Vegas?
That sounds great. Let's do it inside of a casino.
Do it in a casino.
Yeah.
All right. Beautiful.
Just can't do it at Harrah's. They will not allow me
No,
there anymore.
That's right. I forgot about
Yeah.
that. But you know what? That manager's a real worships a lot of false idols.
Yeah. But
So
you know
maybe
what?
He could be a future human sacrifice.
Future, yeah. But his daughter did have blonde hair, blue eyes.
Oh.
So maybe I have to.
What was
fuck.
her name?
I don't remember.
Oh.
I was so angry and covered with blood after we devoured that policeman that they would not let me use their bathroom. But yeah, I didn't catch her name because I went into Harrah's. And
After reading that cop.
Yeah, and she was.
You did have a lot of blood on
Yeah,
you.
she was beautiful. She was working on the floor, and she said,
Oh, okay.
Dad, there's a crazy man in here." And her father was a manager, and they would not let me use the restroom because I was
Blonde hair, blue eyes, though.
blonde. She had blonde hair, blue eyes,
Beautiful.
and she would not
Wow,
let me
she
use the
sounds
restroom.
gorgeous.
Yeah, I only saw her with her angry face and confusion because I was.
You just turned that upside down.
Yeah.
In your brain.
Yep. So I was naked and with my flaps out, so she did think I was just a human.
Yeah, I
kite.
guess it would look a little scary, but they just asked you to leave. They didn't, I guarantee you they didn't think you were covered in blood. They probably thought you had gotten into something else.
Oh,
Because I bet that's the last thought they thought when they looked at you.
yeah. They just saw me as just a man down on his luck, rather than some crazy
Naked
man.
with a lot of skin.
Yeah, looking like a kite. Just flew in, covered in blood, and with an erect penis. So
Good rudder for the vessel.
exactly. Also, guys, before we leave, just know if you ever do decide to fly, I don't know women about changing direction, but men, as soon as you have an erection out, it is a great
That's
steer.
going to go, just watching you fly, I notice how your center of gravity is really your hard cock. And you're really using that to really carve up the skies. That's how you're catching the jet stream,
That's
Make
true.
sure you're getting off at the right exit on the jet stream down in Arizona. Have
That's
sex
true.
with this gross woman.
Yeah. Hey, she's the love of my life, whatever her
She's
name
got
is.
to go, though, soon. I'll keep these dogs.
She
They're
does.
great. I love these. I love having 14 dogs in this house.
She does smell like vomit.
That's no reason I'm saying it. You know me. If you was the love of your life, I'd be fine. But she stinks. She smells really bad.
Yeah. All right.
She smells really bad.
well, let me make
and she's
sure-
not even drinking. And you know what? What if Domino comes down here, has a meeting at our house? He sees all this beer here that isn't Nutrisystem beer. He's not going to be happy.
No,
he's gonna think
he's gonna get some
like
of these guys.
you guys aren't even representing the company, right?
Yeah.
And he's not going to believe that it's her.
Yeah, I say give me 2 days. Make sure she's impregnated with my child. I'll get her drunk.
You know what's good for that is fuck her while she's standing on her hands.
Oh,
And
really?
then after you come in her, have her stand on her head in the corner
For about an hour or
For about an hour, so all the sperm,
All the jizz goes down.
drizzled into her stomach, make a baby.
I see. All right, we'll try that, and then I'll throw her on a train down back to wherever.
Yeah, I was gonna say just stick her on a train. Like
You know-
get her a ticket. Like, don't put her on a boxcar, but definitely stick her on a train out
Yeah,
there.
like a train
You know,
to Mexico. So
Right.
that she won't have her passport. She can't get back in.
Right. Yeah, somewhere.
Okay.
That's enough. That's enough of having her here. Once she gets her life together,
Yeah.
then we can talk.
All right. Sounds good. Well, we'll talk to you guys later. Hope you enjoyed Sex Talk.
Ooh, that was a fun episode. So we'll see you next time, and maybe we'll get Domino on the phone.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. No, he wouldn't be on here.
No,
That'd be cool.
I think he has too much liability
Yeah,
insurance to do
probably.
that.
All right. Well, bye, guys.
All right.